So there's zero franchise fee.
$4,400 versus we budgeted $33,000. It's quite a difference, quite a big difference, yes. So we're gonna have to look into that. We're gonna have to address some of that. There was also some issues on there where Waste Pro was charging different fees to people who have the same cans, the same size dumpsters, I mean. For instance, they were charging one person that had a 4-yard dumpster the same rate they were charging an 8-yard dumpster. They were paying a franchise fee of this percent to one and not to another. So there's a lot of things Pam and I have to go through on this spreadsheet and work out. There were a couple of other businesses in town that weren't being charged at all. So. That, and like I said, that was all just made aware at the end of last week. That's why you've got this revised budget.
Dave, I thought we had discussed that, the franchise fee when we first did all of this.
We did. That's how we arrived at the figure. So I have to get more into it and find out. Apparently, Pam wasn't in the loop from the very beginning, so she wasn't watching some of this up until now. Pardon me?
Just more moving parts.
Yeah, there's a lot of
We
moving
discovered
parts.
that Waste Pro was not charging franchise fees correctly. So we're trying to address the way they were charging franchise fees.
So it's gonna take some more digging into, and it's gonna take, but I had to get the budgets out, I had to get this done, and I wanted to use the real numbers. The other thing is I got the final numbers from the tax collector who collected the non-ad valorem for garbage, and they collected 83.7 for us, and we paid out our tippage fees are $50,000. The tax collector commissions were $16.24, and the 5% early pay discount was $24.33. That's the. This is the first reading. The final adoption of the budgets will be at the September meeting because they go into effect October 1. So this is the first go. So if you have any questions, if you have any concerns, whatever, please let me know.
We really need to, we need to dig in that.
Oh, I intend to.
franchise fee.
I intend to.
That's a big hit.
Yeah.
Is that number included in this?
What number? Which
The
one?
franchise fees? Are you
I've
adding this
used
in?
I've used the 4,400 as worst case
So
scenario.
what we're supposed to have, okay.
I
You're
used the
using the
four-
actual number.
I used the actual
Perfect.
number so that we would have the worst case scenario
Sure.
on here.
Well, we'll fix that.
Okay, the next one is the proposed budget for operations. This is a little bit more involved. We have budgeted income of $415,911. Now, please understand, this has no grant monies in here because grant monies cannot be used for operating. Grant monies are just that, grant monies. It has to be spent on the purpose that it's intended for. Therefore, it's not included in your operating fund. Okay? So we budgeted $415,911 for this year, and we're going to end up at approximately $422,000 for income. I have budgeted for next year $432,551. The main increase is going to be from the gun club, and everything else is pretty much about the same. I took the annualized figure for this year and just rounded for this coming year.
This is on the operating account.
Pardon me?
This is what? account is this
Operating,
on?
yes, this is
Right.
our operating account budget, yes. If you'll notice on line 10, this is a significant change. We had budgeted for electric franchise fees of $34,600, If you'll remember, we renegotiated our franchise agreement with Clay Electric, and you see the difference there now. It went from 34.6 to 77.2. So that was a good increase for us there. Expense-wise, you see that we budgeted $215,247 for expenses under administration. We're going to end up at $174,900, and budgeted next year for $230,052. I want to point out something that's in this, and that is line item number 54. This is, we had talked about providing benefits, trying to provide benefits for employees to try to retain and attract employees for the future. We had Aflac come and give us a presentation on some different costs for insurances that employees, and rather than go down and pick and choose and all that kind of stuff, I simply put in here $50 a month for 5 people to go towards employee benefits. And that would be something that I would let them decide what they wanted to spend it on. Whether they wanted to purchase additional life insurance, whether they wanted to purchase short-term disability or dental, health, eye, etc. That's on line 54.
$3,000.
Yes, $3,000, 5 people, $50 a month. Now, the town council can participate in that as well. So that's something that we can consider as well. If you'll look on down, the total operating expenses I had budgeted for this year were $410,126. We're going to end up at $347,484. We've had a significant increase this year in insurance. You'll see that going forward. We'll have to talk about the insurance, but last year, if you'll look on there, our insurance was right at $29,000. This year, our insurance is going to be close to $40,000. A significant increase. We just got notice of that. Before we do the renewal, I'll be happy to shop it and see if we can do better. Right now, our insurance is through the Florida League of Cities, through their Florida Municipal Insurance Trust Fund. So we can certainly shop that and see if we can do better. But that's a significant increase for a town this size. So, and if you'll see, we anticipate having a cash reserves of $74,500 at the end of this year. Next year, no. Again, this is the first pass. If y'all have any things you want to see changed, questions, whatever, please let me know. The final budget will be presented at the September meeting for your approval. Next on the agenda are dumping issues at the Fort White cardboard recycling site. I included pictures in your packet. What's happening is that we were asked to put a recycling, we got with the county, and they, the landfill comes down, we have a dumpster there, and the landfill comes down and empties the dumpster, and it's for to be cardboard only. Well, as you can see from the pictures, we get tires, and we get TVs, we get old field fence, we get all kinds of stuff, furniture, sofas, you name it, they throw it out there. I don't know what can be done about it other than locking it, and they have to make an appointment to bring the cardboard, or or we do away with it altogether, I don't know. But it's becoming worse and worse.
Man, where's that?
Down by the dump truck.
Now, how much, the recycling bin,
It's a dumpster.
how much of that realistically gets used? I know the cardboard bin gets used a lot. I use it myself personally, but,
That's all that's supposed to be there is cardboard.
no, but there's another bin that has aluminum, plastic, and newspaper or something maybe, like a big long bin.
They only come and get the cardboard.
I don't want you to get rid of it.
Nobody knew it was there.
No, there's a big old bin there.
Yeah, but they only come and get the cardboard is what I'm saying.
The county's gotta come get the recycling bins.
Well, the way
Because the
I was
cardboard's
told,
private.
yes, the cardboard is private. There's a private individual that
Right.
gets the cardboard. That is correct. That is correct.
So
As
we
far
don't
as
know.
the other goes, I've never called them to come and empty the other one. I didn't even know that that was a possibility that they had down there. But the issue still remains with the sofas and the tires and the field fence and
Well,
all
my
that.
point being was if we're not using the big bin that I guess nobody knows about, we can put the cardboard bin outside the gate and shut it off where it'd be more visible
Well,
because
they'll
it's
just
tucked
dump
in the
everything by
woods.
the cardboard bin.
Well, I mean, you can't stop everything.
I don't know if they do it because they don't know that with their trash, with our trash contract, they have the right to call Waste Pro 2 times a year to pick up refrigerators, sofas, beds, anything else. They can call Waste Pro twice a year and Waste Pro will pick it up free of charge. Pardon me?
They don't care.
Why couldn't we
This
put
has
it,
been an issue, not just for a while, everywhere.
Well, and
You don't
here's,
have somebody